I just finished the book. There's a lump in my throat. I don't know if I can talk. Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm here to talk about the last book of the Delirium series, Requiem. I just finished this book. I am so mad. Okay, so as I finished reading Pandemonium, I'm like, oh my god, Alex is alive, Alex is alive, yes! Because, you know, Alex and Lena, OTP, and I grew very attached to Alex in the first book, and I loved him so much, and I wouldn't accept that he died. So of course I googled, and I knew he didn't actually die, but it was nice reading that he actually didn't die. So as I finished reading Pandemonium, which was today, I literally grabbed Requiem and I started reading it. And it's like, Alex is an asshole now. And I'm like, what? I thought that Requiem would start with Lena running away from Julian and embracing Alex, but he was a dick. Then I'm like, okay. I googled again because I have no self-control, and in the Delirium wiki it says Julian, ex-boyfriend, Alex, boyfriend, in the Lena page, and I'm like, oh my god, they will be together again and will be perfect, and they will outcome their problems, and they will talk, and then they will raise Grace together. But no, maybe that's what happened, but I don't know. You know why? Because the ending doesn't say anything. It's like, okay, I still love you too, kiss. Now let's break down the walls. And I'm like, okay, let's break down the walls. Next page. What? No way. No. Because, you know, after How I Met Your Mother, I have trust issues with endings. If you watched the ending of How I Met Your Mother, you know what I'm talking about. But reading this ending was like, you can never trust anything again. But what upset me the most about the ending was that it gave me a Mockingjay deja vu, because we also basically don't know what happens. But in Mockingjay we have more closure than we had in this book. Don't get me wrong, I loved reading everything, but there was space for an ending there that wasn't taken. I think I'm going to search for fanfiction. Honestly, I'm going to look for fanfiction to get some closure. And also, I really loved seeing Hannah's POV, and I also googled and saw that she hadn't got the cure properly. Because in the first book I loved Hannah so much, and after Allegiant, I didn't want anyone to die, so I googled it. I have no self-control, I'm so sorry. And I saw that Hannah was like Lena's mother, and she break through the cure. And it says that Alex and Lena ended up together. And I was so delighted reading that I was basically rushing through Pandemonium. Not like skipping pages or anything, but I was rushing through Pandemonium to get where Alex appeared. I was up until 8 AM trying to finish Pandemonium, and with like 20 pages left, I couldn't handle it and I started sleeping. But then when I woke up, I finished it and I started Requiem, because I love this series so much. The world is amazing to read about, and the character development and the way Lauren Oliver writes, it's all amazing, perfect. I have a new favorite series, but that's not how I wanted to end it. I mean, it was a good ending, but it just didn't say how it ended. I think that instead of the novella that there is in the ending, the Alex novella should be an ending. I was misled. That happened to me also in the statistical probability of Law at First Sight, because there are extra pages with the next book by Jennifer Smith. Trust issues, trust issues, trust issues. I think I'm going to start a petition for Lauren Oliver to write like 20 pages just saying how the government stays, like, do the invalids take over? Do they make a deal? It's like democracy like these days, which isn't going very well if you ask me. What happens? What the hell happens? Please let me know. Let's write fanfiction together. I'm seriously going to write fanfiction. I'm so mad. I feel like my favorite series at the moment was kind of ruined for me because the two first books were amazing. To have a trilogy in which the second book it's actually good and as good as the first is really hard. I didn't even like Insurgent as much as I liked Divergent, and Pandemonium was just as good as Delirium for me, so I thought, oh my god, Requiem will be just as good. But it let me down. So now that I've put my rage out there, let's talk about the things that I liked about this book. I liked how we see that Lena actually develops and becomes a real fighter, and she now has her own opinions and mind set up, and Hannah breaking through the cure. It's awesome to see, but I wanted to see a better Lena and Hannah reunion. What happens with Lena and Hannah, by the way? What happens? We don't know. We don't know. Hannah walks to the sunset. Hannah walks to the end of the world. Hannah becomes friends with trees. I don't know what happens to Hannah. One of the things that I enjoyed the most reading was Annabelle and Lena, because we knew since book one that she wasn't dead, and I was really hoping that we would see them talking and stuff, but I thought that there was just a little thing missing with Lena's mom, and was Rachel, because she has two kids, you know? Like, there was a certain ending. We know that Lena ends up with Alex, but we don't see Lena explaining to Julian. We don't see how the government ends. We don't see what happens. I think I'm going to cry. Oh, one of the things that also made me cry inside, because I didn't cry outside because I don't have a heart, was that Raven died. Since we didn't get a good ending, I made up a good ending in my mind, so I'll share it with you. Lena and Alex are together, Hannah is their neighbor, and Lena and Alex are raising Gracie together, and Raven didn't actually die, because if Alex didn't die after all he's been through, Raven didn't die either. And they lived in the same street with Tech and Raven and beautiful babies, in a world where love is allowed, and the only thing that is not allowed is to harm someone else. The end. Here you go. Here is your ending for Requiem. I will watch every book review of every series I'm reading so I can make sure it has a good ending. But we can now count on Stephanie Perkins to make a happy and nice book to recover and read. I think I'm going to reread Anna and the French Kiss right now because it's the only thing that will make me happy. But anyways, I didn't make a book talk about Delirium and Pandemonium because I just rushed through all the books and I just wanted to talk about the ending with you. Yeah, so that's what I have for you in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let's rant in the comments. Let me know how would be the perfect ending for you in the comments, and I will read all of your comments and daydream and pretend that it's the actual book. You may believe it or not, but I actually gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I ranted so much you may think that I gave like 2 stars, but I gave it 4 out of 5. Yeah. Because the fighting and everything they stand for is true. and they see the mistakes they make, but didn't end well. What's going on? I'll start ranting again in any minute, so I'm gonna finish up here. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.